And now your 13 News Now weather forecast, certified most accurate in Hampton Roads.
As I told you at the beginning of the broadcast, but in case you're just tuning in for some reason, a little bit of very, very light snow flurry activity out in central Virginia. The area a little bit north of Richmond is probably reaching the ground as a few snowflakes, but the rest of it is not. It is so light, and it's also way out ahead of the main batch. We'll show you that in a minute. Right now, their temperatures are freezing, quite literally, holding exactly at 32. A lot of humidity out there. 96% means that we have still decent visibility here locally, but as I pointed out, with the calm conditions, some spots are lower than that, especially northeast North Carolina. So fog and mist tonight, you're already seeing it down there, and because it's freezing, you're going to have to watch for some slick roadways potentially just from that freezing fog. Certainly a layer of ice on some of the cars, etc., windshields. You can see a bunch of upper 20s here as well, although Richmond's at 34 degrees right now. So there's a little bit of a variation. Temperatures won't be dropping much at all during the overnight. This sort of first area that's out ahead of the main batch of precipitation should stay out of the region during the overnight and really even tomorrow. Now, there obviously could be, just like there's that one in central Virginia right now, there could be a few areas of very light activity out ahead of the main batch. But for the most part, we think it's going to take a while into the afternoon for the steadier snow to get here. And as it starts, it could even be a little bit of a brief mix. Then we'll get a continuation of that into tomorrow evening. And as the storm starts to get going offshore, that's what I was talking about. I have a feeling there's at least a chance that we could have some more significant snows piling up across parts of the Outer Banks. So just watch for that. We may have to up some of those amounts if that storm indeed gets going like we think. By Thursday afternoon, temperatures starting to moderate back up to around 40 degrees or more. And that'll give us some nice melting, of course, especially if we only get an inch or two out of it. Right now, there's that area out ahead of the main band, but it is the storm system itself that's back here right along the spine of the Appalachians. The main energy down to our south is what we're going to have to wait for. How much will fall? Amounts vary. This American model earlier was going 4.5 inches, and now it's down to 4. That's assuming it was a 10-to-1 rain to snow ratio. We don't think it'll be that. So in reality, the American model's probably closer to 3 inches with what it's calling for. Same thing with some of these numbers, anywhere between an inch or two. And I still think that's the best estimate of what will fall. We've been saying that for several days now. So tonight, 32, cloudy and cold, some freezing fog, a little bit of mist. Tomorrow, 33, snow developing. It'll take a little longer, I think, than some people are expecting. Small accumulations, meaning an inch or two, as we said. Blustery, very cold, flurries possible early tomorrow night. And then by Thursday, 42, mostly sunny and not as cold. But look at that wind, northwest at 10 to 20. There's that Thursday temperature. And by Friday, 52, Saturday, 55, almost 60 Sunday. Unlike the last storm, which of course was a big one, and then it stayed cold, this one won't be a big one, and it will not stay cold. So don't expect several days of missed school with a storm like this one.
Really?
No.
All right, thanks, Jeff.